Hello, YouTube. It is me, Raina, and I'm here to review the recent Doctor Who episode, Twice Upon a Time. Spoilers ahead if you have not seen the episode. So, my overall thoughts, I really enjoyed it. I like that it wasn't a big, bombastic finale of not only our dear Peter Capaldi as the Doctor, but also Stephen Moffat as a showrunner, who's technically been on the show since 2005, but took over in 2010 from Russell T Davies and has ran the show ever since. I think it was a great outing for him as the showrunner. People may seem that his era of Doctor Who was divisive, and I could agree on certain extent on certain stories, but overall, I've enjoyed his era of Doctor Who. I've liked the different direction that he has took the show. The past, I think, 7 years he's ran it, I want to say. But as for this particular episode with Peter Capaldi's final, I think it fit his Doctor very well. I've always liked how understated Peter Capaldi's Doctor was. He was quiet when he needed to be, and he was, I won't say loud, but made his presence known on screen when he was talking to a group of people or even by himself. Um, I really enjoyed the overall cast that surrounded him. It could have easily been too many people, but they made sure to put, the 12th Doctor on the forefront and make it his story. I really enjoyed how they included the first Doctor, played by David Bradley, who did a great, fantastic job. The only thing that I will say, which everyone is saying as the main critique, is that he is saying these sexist comments, and I just don't really like how Moffat was writing that. Towards the end, from the middle to the end, the writing got better for him, and I actually enjoyed the character then. But before, it was a little bit funny, and I kind of got the gag, but it got too long there. Mark Gatiss, who was a writer for Doctor Who and Sherlock, and has acted in the show before for the past few years. I think this is his best role yet in Doctor Who. He played the grandfather of the Brigadier. That wasn't revealed until towards the end, but even before that, I think he did a great job, and you really felt his character's turmoil of dying and killing the other person. I think that was a really great dilemma with that character, and I really enjoyed that. And he didn't, take up the space. It could have easily been like, oh, a cameo by Mark Gatiss, but I think he actually did a great job. To me, honestly, I think he's a better actor than writer. I like some of his stories, but like I said, I think he's a better actor. Pearl Mackie came back. I'm so happy that they got her to come back. I enjoyed Bill throughout season 10. Um, and it's a shame that we didn't get enough of her. But for what we've got, I am kind of satisfied. I wish I could have gotten a solidified ending with her. Kind of like, you only got one season, so let's make this a final ending. But Pearl Mackie did a great job. I like how they utilized her, make her part of the testimony, which are these beings are filled with memories, and they're not really real, and they're connected to a database. It's a whole entire thing. Or like how they utilized that, and the whole testimony, I think, was a great MacGuffin to get Clara back and to get his memory of Clara back. And it was a great way to wrap that up in a simple way. Um, and the four of them together have great chemistry. They really bounced off each other. It was really funny. Um, I like when the first artist said, I have experience with the fairer sex, and Bill was like, me too. And I was like, oh, okay. I really just love that. That's why I like the character of Bill, because she always makes herself known of who she is and that she's proud of who she is. But as, the episode went along, I really enjoyed, like I said before, how understated it was, and there was no villain at all. It was just a doctor coming to terms with, does he want to regenerate? Does he want to, really go on and stay on and do all this? And consequently with the first Doctor, who is scared of changing and everything, and I like the conversation they had there. And like I said, I love how they brought Jenna back to the picture, have Clara back, and have his memories back right before he regenerated. And I love how he really tightly embraced, Nardole and Bill, even though they weren't the real versions. It's nice to see him hugging. I mean, we've seen him hug ever since then, but to see him like really tightly hug the last two people he sees is just so amazing, and how far his character has come since Deep Breath. As for the regeneration, I think it was amazing. It was a very great parallel to Heaven Sent. The music was the same, breaking the wall to get to Gallifrey. It was a great way to send off his doctor and Peter Capaldi just talking and just being a tour de force by himself once again, like he did in Heaven Sent was amazing. And Rachel Talalay has just been a marvel on his whole series on Doctor Who on the finales of her directing him, and she was amazing. She has some great shots in this, as she always does. She's, to me, the real star that makes everything come together with these particular Doctor Who episodes. And the regeneration was great. I love how um, it transitioned from this big thing, regeneration energy, and then we get to the 13th Doctor. And I kind of felt like an outer body experience at first, seeing Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor, um, because we've only seen her in that one little clip, but seeing her in Peter Capaldi's outfit, in the TARDIS, in the show itself, just really was like, oh my gosh, she's actually here. And I was so nervous and so anxious to see what she would do. And the moment she said, "Oh, brilliant," in her Yorkshire accent with a big, just crazy smile on her face, I was so happy. And it felt like Doctor Who again. The Doctor, the TARDIS spitting out the Doctor, for regenerating inside of her for the upteenth time already. And she's plummeting to Earth. We don't know what's going to happen with Jodie Whittaker in this season 11. But like I said, overall, I enjoyed this episode. It was really great, and I cannot wait for the next era to start brand new, to start fresh. And so yeah, that's it, YouTube. What did you think of Twice Upon a Time? Put your comments down below, and bye, YouTube.